a knife slashing the air but barely touching me. Me punching and slapping and ducking, him laughing. Yes, it's coming back now. He wore a black mask. He dangled my watch in front of me, a taunt that seemed to mean something to him, but not to me. "Let me see your face," I screamed as I fought him. My attacker wore black leather gloves and blue coveralls, the kind mechanics wear, and the mask. So he planned it. It wasn't a bout of sudden rage. He came ready for this. He hid his face and hands so he couldn't be recognized, but it was his body, tall and lean, and nothing could hide that from me. My husband is Griffin Chase, the state's attorney for Easterly County, Connecticut, and a candidate in November's gubernatorial election. Smart money says he will be the next governor, and there is a lot of money, a fortune in his war chest. He has big donors, and he has made promises to all of them. He studies the cases he prosecutes. He tells me what the husbands did wrong and that he would never make those mistakes. Griffin convicts violent offenders. He sends the abusers, the batterers, the stalkers, and the murderers to prison, and then comes home for dinner and tells me they are his teachers. He admires women killers, too, including a local mother of two he successfully prosecuted for murdering her best friend. John Marcus, a murderer he put away for life last October, had stabbed his wife 47 times. He was caught because he had accidentally cut himself when his hand slipped down the bloody blade, and his DNA had mixed with hers. "I can't think of anything more horrible than being stabbed," I'd said to Griffin. Even just seeing the knife, it would be pure terror, knowing what he was about to do with it. Now the memories flood in, clear, no longer a dream. Of course, he wouldn't stab me because prosecuting John Marcus had taught him what not to do. But he must have remembered what I'd said about the dread of a knife. Leaning against the car now, I could still see the blade thrusting, glinting in the cool daylight streaming through the window, nicking my palm, the insides of my wrists, but nothing more, never going deep. Terrifying me would give him pleasure. After he shoved me and I hit my head on the car bumper, he quickly tied the rope around my neck. "Griffin, take off the mask," I said while I could still talk, before the noose tightened. Did he want my death to look like suicide? Or would he remove my body after I was dead? Stash me in his boat, take me out into the Atlantic, past Block Island, where the trenches were so deep a person would never be found. He threw the rope upward once, twice. It took him 3 times to toss it over the rafter, but then he began to pull, and I could hear the line inching and scraping the rough wooden crossbar overhead. He was strong, his body taut, athletic and lean. My neck stretched as he pulled on the line, my lungs bursting with air I couldn't exhale. I rose onto my toes, up and up. I grabbed the rope circled around my neck and tried to loosen the grip. The insides of my eyelids turned purple and flashed with pinprick stars. "Breathe, breathe, breathe," I thought, hearing the gasps and gurgles coming from my throat. I tried to keep my feet from leaving the ground, but they did, and I thrashed and scissor-kicked the air. I passed out. Through the fog of near death, I thought I heard a scream outside, a high-pitched wail, primal and wild. Is that why he left me there before he had finished killing me? Had the sound scared him off? Or had the noise come from my own throat? Had my attacker run into the kitchen, hidden in the house? Or slipped out the garage door and escaped along the beach path? He must have thought I was dead, or would soon die. I look up at the garage ceiling. One